Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that in respect of the ceremonies this afternoon, everyone turn your cell phones either off or to silent mode. Thank you. Graduates, President Emeritus Cochran, faculty and staff, parents, distinguished guests, family and friends, it is my pleasure and honor to welcome you to the annual commencement exercises of Southern College of Optometry. Today, we celebrate the commencement for the class of 2024. Everyone in attendance today salutes the dedicated and hard work that you put in to complete your Doctor of Optometry program over the last 4 years here at SCO. You did it at the start of COVID, and that deserves a round of applause from us all. I know today's graduates join me in extending a special welcome to their family and friends. Their love and support have helped to make this day possible. We know each of you hold a special place in the hearts of our graduates who requested you to attend this program today. Graduates, please join me in showing our appreciation to all our guests. We were quite privileged to welcome this class to the SCO campus in the summer of 2020. They joined us in the early days of the pandemic, so their first year was particularly stressful. We are fortunate that conditions improved and kept moving forward. Today, the members of the class become our colleagues. You're now part of a rich history that will continue throughout your careers. 50 years ago, in 1974, there were other graduates just like you who looked forward to a lifetime of professional success. A half-century later, we're honored to have nearly 24 members of the class of 1974 with us as they celebrate their 50-year reunion. I'd like to ask these special guests to stand and be recognized as a group. To our 50-year reunion guests and all assembled here, thank you for joining us in celebrating the transitioning of these outstanding women and men into the profession of optometry. Graduation Day is truly of great significance. This is not only for those receiving diplomas, but for the college, their families, and for the profession. I'd like to take a moment to recognize SCO's faculty and staff. This group of individuals is firmly dedicated to the success of our students. Together, our faculty and staff root for our graduates to succeed. It's why a majority of them support our annual faculty staff giving appeal. This level of participation is unmatched by other professional programs and is a testament to how invested we are in the success of our students. Your class has demonstrated an extraordinary commitment to overcoming all of the challenges you've encountered along the way. Even in a pandemic, you never lost sight of your dream of becoming doctors of optometry. We know to expect great things from you and look forward to recognizing your accomplishments throughout your career as alumni. Now, I'd like to ask George Miller, SCO's Vice President for Institutional Advancement, to the podium for the Golden Circle recognition.
Thank you, Dr. Reich. As Dr. Reich mentioned just a few moments ago, it's our privilege to welcome back the class of 1974 as we celebrate their 50-year reunion today. When SCO graduates reach this milestone, they become members of our Golden Circle Society, signifying their half-century of service as doctors of optometry. I will now invite the members of the class of 1974 to come forward so we can individually recognize them. I'll ask that you hold your applause until each member of the class has been recognized. First, Dr. Richard Bedell of Smith Mountain Lake, Virginia. Dr. Charles Glazer of New Orleans, Louisiana. Dr. Joel Halpern of Dover, Delaware. Dr. Hal Herring, Jr. of Pinehurst, North Carolina. Dr. Paul King of Eureka, California. Dr. John Lewis, Jr. of Bradenton, Florida. Dr. Terry Marcourt of Castle Rock, Colorado. Dr. Saba Hidalgo Malares of Miami, Florida. Dr. Martha Rosemore Morrow of Starkville, Mississippi. Dr. Kenneth Nash of Greenwood, South Carolina. Dr. Stephen Nye of Greenville, South Carolina. Dr. James Price, Jr. of Monticello, Arkansas. Dr. Bob Roberts of Siloam Springs, Arkansas. Dr. Fred Shanks of Nashville, Tennessee. Dr. Robert Smalling of Warren, Arkansas. Dr. Pete Smith of Greer, South Carolina. Dr. John Stuckey of Little Rock, Arkansas. Dr. Charles Stuckey of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Dr. Greg Sunner of Ankeny, Iowa. Dr. Barry Winston of Knoxville, Tennessee. Dr. Bruce Young of Coldwater, Michigan. Dr. Stephen Zager of Slidell, Louisiana. Let's give this distinguished group a round of applause. Class of 1974, thank you. Thank you for being with us here today and spending the time with us. Thank you for all you've done for the profession and what you will continue to do for Southern College of Optometry. Thank you.
SCO's Lifetime Achievement Award is the highest honor bestowed upon a graduate of our college. This year's recipient was recognized just moments ago as a new member of the Golden Circle Society. Dr. Barry Winston is a member of one of Tennessee's foremost multi-generational optometry families. His father, the late Dr. Harold Winston, graduated from SCO in 1941. His brother, Dr. Jerry Winston, graduated from SCO in 1967. And in 2011, Dr. Winston's son, Dr. Sam Winston, became the third generation in the family to graduate from SCO. For more than 80 years, the Winston family has provided care to patients in the Knoxville, Tennessee area. In addition to SCO, Dr. Winston also attended the University of Tennessee and the University of Memphis, probably Memphis State at the time. He's a past president of the East Tennessee Association of Optometric Physicians. He's been active within his community and has held a number of leadership positions in Knoxville. He and his family, Annette, have long supported SCO, and the Winston Family Endowed Award continues to benefit outstanding optometry students. In recognition of his outstanding accomplishments to our profession and as an SCO graduate, I'm pleased to present this year's Lifetime Achievement Award to Dr. Barry Winston, class of 1974. At this point of time, I would like to ask Paige Harvey, soon Dr. Paige Harvey, president of the class of 2024, to come forward to present the class address.
We're just going to play musical podiums this morning. Good afternoon, everyone. Like he said, I'm Paige Harvey. I would like to start by thanking everyone in attendance today, our parents, grandparents, family members, significant others, friends. These are the people that helped get us where we are today. Thank you for your unwavering support and being there through it all for us for the last 4 years. We are so fortunate to have the faculty and staff at SCO who have shaped us into the optometrists we will officially be after today. We received an incredible education and are indebted to each and every one of you. Every step of the way, everyone at SCO was supporting us in any way that they could. We have so many great memories to look back on over the last 4 years. Our journey began in the admissions office when Mr. Mike Robertson invited each of us for an interview. And he actually starts a very well-deserved retirement tomorrow. So thank you, Mr. Mike. You are the reason we are all here today. We started this journey by moving to a new city in the middle of a pandemic, and we went to our first class at home in our pajamas. We all quickly learned to double-check that our Teams was on mute. Looking at you, David. And we made sure that our cameras were turned off. Just ask Mason. After a year of only being online, we finally got to be in a classroom, and we survived Dr. Leibowitz's summer boot camp and all of the stress of second year, and before we knew it, we were seeing our very first patients in clinic. And honestly, bless the hearts of our first patients in clinic. We are so thankful for their patience with us that first day. To now, when we have been seeing patients all over the country and are about to start our optometric careers. I hope you all remember the foundation SCO laid for your optometric knowledge and continue to build on it in the years to come. Striving for lifelong learning allows you to show up and be the best you can be for your patients every day. Remember why you chose optometry and use that as your motivation throughout your optometric career. And also, remember, don't be a cowboy, just follow the fitting guide. I know you are all going to go out there and make a difference in the lives of your patients. I can't wait for the day that I open Review of Optometry and I see your names and faces writing the articles, or I see y'all winning Best Optometrist in your local newspaper. Class of 2024, I'm incredibly proud to know each and every one of you. I know you will all go out and be great clinicians and serve your patients well. To sum up the last 4 years, we took a total of 121 tests, 80 practicals, we lost power on Mud Island 12 times, we rescued 17 pets from the streets of Memphis, and we had 2 class presidents. Our class had a great guy serve as our class president during our first 2 years of school, so I would now like to invite Andrew Murphy to say a few words.
Thank you, Paige. And greetings, esteemed colleagues, which, as of today, includes the exceptional faculty of SCO that have shepherded us to this moment. We wouldn't be who we are without y'all, and it's the honor of my life to count myself amongst your ranks. That's actually given a few of you too much credit, so we're going to go with the second greatest honor of my life. And we'll circle back to that. I would also like to welcome the families and friends, the SCO staff, and the student doctors that are in attendance today that will have their moment up here soon enough. Your support today, as every day for the last 4 years, means more than we can put into words. In the days that follow, many of us will leave this city for exciting new opportunities. A lot of us have accepted lucrative jobs at referral centers, private practices, or corporate offices, and we'll begin to enjoy the fruits of our labor, like buying ourselves fancy new toys such as a malpractice policy, 401k, maybe literally just trying some fruits and vegetables for a change. The rest of us are masochists, and we've decided to pursue residency, where we will fight for our lives every day and live paycheck to paycheck. Wherever your career takes y'all, I hope you never forget that you received the finest optometric education that exists, and you found a new family in Memphis that will love and support you wherever you go. Which brings me back to the greatest honor of my life, and that would be being able to call the class of 2024 from the Southern College of Optometry, not just my peers, but my friends. It's not because y'all are going to make exceptional doctors, which you will. It's not even because SCO is the hot school. It's because y'all are kind. It's because we didn't compete with each other, we lifted each other up to greater heights. It's because despite the deep hatred that we have of this word, y'all are resilient. Just think about the challenges we conquered. From the pandemic to the ice storms, the cost increases at every turn as we prepared for boards. And oh yeah, that doctoral program we just finished. I had fun every single step of the way alongside y'all. You have shown me that my worth does not come from my title or my profession, but through the compassion I can show others, and that you showed me. I hope you'll never forget how much you mean to me, and how much of a difference that you can make, not just in the exam room, but well beyond that. And thank you for giving me the most meaningful years of my life. I want to close by remembering exactly how far we've come, which was our very first lesson, taught to us over a computer monitor on our first day of virtual classes 1,346 days ago by the irreplaceable Dr. Carrie Leibowitz. If an eyeball pops out of its socket during an eye exam, you put it back in by any means necessary. Thank you. Godspeed, y'all.
Thank you, Andrew. SCO has always been on the forefront of optometric education, and our class had the opportunity to be the very first to rotate through the optometric surgical service in the clinic. This gave us hands-on experience with YAG capsulotomies, SLT procedures, and the opportunity to assist with minor surgical procedures. We are so grateful to Doctors Duncan, Inzer, Hall, Gerstner, and Venable, who built that clinic service from the ground up. Our education was greatly enriched by this opportunity. With that in mind, we decided that our class gift should benefit a part of SCO that benefited all of us. So I am proud to announce that with more than half of our class participating, the class gift for the class of 2024 will benefit the optometric surgical service. Now, I would like to present the Class of 2024 Teacher of the Year Award. This professor is someone who goes above and beyond to teach us and challenge us. He's always excited to answer any questions you might have, but you better come with your A game because he will quiz you right back, and he will try to convince you Bigfoot is real. So I'm proud to present this award to Dr. Chris Borgman.
It is my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker. He'll be formally recognized later in the program with an honorary degree. Dave Sattler is a former member of SEO's Board of Trustees. He is best known throughout the country for his many years of working with SEO and other optometry schools through his leadership role at Alcon. He began his career at Alcon in 1986 as a sales representative for the Vision Care Group. In 1991, Mr. Sattler was promoted to the Director of National Accounts. He was responsible for sales management and marketing activities for optical chains, HMOs, and optometry schools. In 2001, he was named Director of Professional Relations, and in 2008, he was promoted in a similar capacity for global optometry accounts. In 2011, he became the Director of Professional Relations, overseeing academic development. In his work with SCO and other schools, he became a trusted partner in helping build relationships between students and the many opportunities that can be found within the profession. After 28 years of service, he retired about a decade ago and joined SCO's board. As a board member, his good graces and humor endeared him to all who worked with him. He is truly dedicated to the optometric profession and is truly a gentleman of great distinction. Please join me in welcoming today's speaker, Dr. Dave Sattler, Dr. to be Dave Sattler.
I'm going to move over here. They say it's working, so I can kind of address the students, soon-to-be graduates. Yes, it's working. Great. That's a sight. That's a beautiful sight. Esteemed faculty, proud parents, and most importantly, the very special graduates of SCO's graduating class of 2024, it's a tremendous honor to join you today for this momentous occasion. First and foremost, let me extend my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. Today marks a significant milestone in your professional journey. You have worked tirelessly up to this point, but as you embark on the next chapter of your lives, I would like to reflect on the essence of SCO's mission: to educate the very best students, to promote lifelong learning, and to instill a commitment to service. Growing up as a kid in Anaheim, California, I have fond memories of my parents taking our family to Disneyland on a very regular basis. As we gather here today, I'm reminded of Walt Disney's ride called the Carousel of Progress. In this timeless attraction developed over 60 years ago, we take a trip through the decades, witnessing technological advancements and societal progress. Since its inception, the attraction has been updated 5 times to stay relevant. The lyrics of the song that accompanies the ride echo a profound sentiment. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow's just a dream away. These lyrics encapsulate a spirit of optimism, innovation, and the constant pursuit of a better future. In a way, they mirror the journey that brought you to this very moment. You are the architects of your own tomorrow. And with the education you've received at SCO, you are positioned to shape a future that is not only bright, but also compassionate and service-oriented. As you embark on your journey as optometrist, never underestimate the impact you can have through a commitment to service. Your education at SCO has equipped you not only with the technical skills needed for your profession, but also with a very deep understanding of the importance of serving others. Beyond the examination room, your commitment to service can manifest in various ways. Engage in community outreach programs, volunteer for humanitarian missions, and consider how your skills can address global eye care challenges. Your service is not just a duty, it's a source of personal and professional fulfillment, building trust with your patients, and establishing a positive reputation in your community. Furthermore, the commitment to service is what sets SCO graduates apart. Use your skills to make a difference in the lives of others. Be a source of hope and guidance for those who may not have access to the opportunities that you've had. Whether it's through community outreach, humanitarian missions, or mentorship, your service can have a profound impact on the world. Remember, as optometrists, you are not only healthcare professionals, but also global citizens with a responsibility to contribute to the well-being of the broader community. Embrace this responsibility with the compassion and dedication that has been instilled in you during your time at SCO. Another key point I want to impress upon you today is the importance of staying connected. As you move forward in your careers, remember that learning is not confined to the walls of the classroom. Lifelong learning is a quest that extends beyond graduation day today. Just as the carousel of progress evolves through time, so too must you embrace new ideas, technologies, and procedures to stay at the forefront of eye care. In the spirit of staying connected, also remember the connections you have forged during the past 4 years. Your classmates, your professors, your preceptors. All of these people have made a difference, and the entire SCO community have been integral to your success. These relationships are like the foundation of a good prescription. They provide support. They provide clarity. Nurture and maintain these relationships because they will prove to be a valuable part of your professional and your personal network. At some point, consider staying connected to SCO by becoming involved in mentoring programs, guest lecturing, attending CE events, or contributing in some way to the ongoing success of the college. Your experiences and insights are valuable resources to the next generation of optometrists, and by staying connected, you contribute to the growth and success of the entire profession. In conclusion, class of 2024, as you step into the future armed with knowledge, a commitment to service, and a willingness to stay connected, remember that your adventure is just beginning. Embrace the great, big, beautiful tomorrows that lie ahead, and know that SCO will always be here as a guiding light on your professional path. Congratulations once again, and may your futures be as bright as the visions you hold today. Thank you very much.
Mr. Sattler, would you please approach the podium? The Southern College of Optometry Board of Trustees recognizes individuals who have rendered distinguished service to the profession of optometry and the public by awarding the honorary degree Doctor of Humane Letters. Dave Sattler devoted his career to optometry and vision care. Throughout his tenure in key leadership roles at Alcon, his work forged important partnerships with our nation's optometry schools. As Director of Professional Relations overseeing academic development, Mr. Sattler was instrumental in partnerships with SCO and other optometry schools in support of programs that contributed to the education of generations of optometry students. His longtime experience, including his service to the Board of Trustees at Southern College of Optometry, has been instrumental in helping SCO succeed in carrying out its mission. Subsequent to approval by the Board of Trustees of Southern College of Optometry, it is my pleasure to recommend Dave Sattler for the degree Doctor of Humane Letters.
Upon your recommendation, and by the virtue of the authority vested in Southern College of Optometry by the state of Tennessee, I hereby confer on Dave Sattler the honorary degree Doctor of Humane Letters with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto.
Would Dr. Fred Farias III approach the podium? The Board of Trustees recognizes individuals who have made outstanding contributions and who have rendered distinguished service to the profession of optometry and to the field of vision science by awarding the honorary degree Doctor of Ocular Science. Fred Farias III is a 1987 graduate of Southern College of Optometry. He earned his undergraduate degree at the University of Texas at Austin and received a Master of Science in Clinical Service Operations from Harvard University. Dr. Farias currently serves as President and CEO of 2020 Vision Care in McAllen, Texas. He has provided exemplary leadership to education in Texas, where he currently serves as Chair of the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board. He has served as president of the Texas Optometric Association, which awarded him both the Young Optometrist of the Year and Optometrist of the Year awards. He additionally has been named the American Optometric Association's National OD of the Year and has received SCO's Lifetime Achievement Award. Subsequent to approval by the Board of Trustees of Southern College of Optometry, it is my pleasure to recommend Fred Farias III for the honorary degree Doctor of Ocular Science.
Upon your recommendation and by the virtue of the authority vested in Southern College of Optometry by the state of Tennessee, I hereby confer on Dr. Fred Farias III the honorary degree Doctor of Ocular Science with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto.
While all members of the graduating class of 2024 have performed in a meritorious manner, successfully completing the optometric curriculum at Southern College of Optometry, and while great pride in these accomplishments should be shared by the graduates, families, friends, and distinguished faculty of the college, graduates who have achieved the highest cumulative grade point averages are, by tradition, recognized as valedictorian of the class. This year, 3 of our graduates scored perfect 4.0 grade point averages to earn the distinction of co-valedictorian. It is my pleasure to present to you the co-valedictorians of the graduating class of 2024. At this time, I invite these graduates to please come forward individually and receive a plaque engraved in your honor as co-valedictorians of the class of 2024. Tori Nicole Pierce. Jessica Scheid. Mallory Elizabeth Wright. Latin honors to acknowledge outstanding academic achievement while enrolled in the professional program at Southern College of Optometry were earned by members of the class of 2024. Those graduates having a cumulative grade point average of between 3.4 and 3.59 will receive the recognition of graduating cum laude. These individuals are wearing white honor cords designating this honor. Additional members of the class of 2024 are graduating magna cum laude, signifying a cumulative grade point average of between 3.6 and 3.79. Those graduating magna cum laude are wearing silver honor cords. Students graduating with a cumulative grade point average of at least 3.8 are accorded the honor of graduating summa cum laude. A gold and blue honor cord signifies this distinction. Those graduating with honors will be individually recognized as they are announced to receive their hoods and diplomas. Will the candidates for the Doctor of Optometry degree please rise? Dr. Glenn Goldring will now come forward and administer the optometric oath. Degree candidates, please remain standing once the oath is completed.
First of all, congratulations, class of 2024, and also thank you for this honor. If you all would, join me in the optometric oath. With full deliberation, I feel freely and solemnly pledge that I will practice the art and science of optometry faithfully and conscientiously, and to the fullest scope of my competence. I will uphold and honorably promote by example and action the highest standards, ethics, and ideals of my chosen profession in the honor of the degree Doctor of Optometry, which is being granted to me. I'll provide professional care for those who seek my services with concern, with compassion, and the due regard for their human rights and dignity. I will place the treatment of those who seek my care above personal gain and strive to see that none shall lack proper care. I will hold as privileged and inviolable all information entrusted to me in confidence by my patients. I will advise my patients fully and honestly of all which may serve to restore, maintain, or enhance their vision and general health. I will strive continuously to broaden my knowledge and skills so that my patients may benefit from all new and efficacious means to enhance the care of human vision. I will share information cordially and unselfishly with my fellow optometrists and other professionals for the benefit of patients and the advancement of human knowledge and welfare. I will do my utmost to serve my community, my country, and humankind as a citizen as well as an optometrist. I hereby commit myself to steadfast in the performance of this my solemn oath and obligation.
Please remain standing. This is what you've been waiting for, right here. President Reich, upon the recommendation of the faculty of Southern College of Optometry, I present the candidates for the degree Doctor of Optometry. They have pursued their prescribed studies diligently, have passed all required examinations, and have demonstrated commendable proficiency in the art and science of optometry. I therefore recommend that the degree Doctor of Optometry be conferred upon them at this time.
Upon your recommendation, and by the virtue of the authority vested in Southern College of Optometry by the state of Tennessee, I hereby confer on these graduates the degree Doctor of Optometry with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto.
Graduates may be seated.
Will the first row of candidates please rise and come forward to receive your diploma? Audience, please withhold your applause until all names are called. Dr. Addie Elizabeth Atkinson, summa cum laude. Dr. Atkinson is the recipient of the Dr. Muhammad Rafatari Academic and Clinical Excellence Award and the Spivey Family Endowed Award. Dr. Alexis Elizabeth Anderson, cum laude. Dr. Derek Brian Anderson. Dr. Anderson is the recipient of the James Bo Willis Endowed Scholarship. Dr. Peter James Anderton, summa cum laude. Dr. Madison Lynn Bailey, magna cum laude. Dr. Bailey is the recipient of the Vistakon J&J Vision Care American Optometric Foundation Johnson & Johnson Award of Excellence in Contact Lens and Patient Care. Dr. Sabina Daxis Bannett, summa cum laude. Dr. Joseph H. Bateman II, magna cum laude. Dr. Trenton Chandler Bateman. Dr. Andrea Marie Bell, summa cum laude. Dr. Bell is the recipient of the Dr. William M. Dickerson Endowed Leadership Award. Dr. Sydney Michelle Biette. Dr. Michael Bufano, magna cum laude. Assisting President Reich in the awarding of Michael's diploma are Drs. Rhonda Bufano, Michigan College of Optometry, class of 1990, Michael's mother, and Dr. Christopher Bufano, Michigan College of Optometry, class of 1991, Michael's father. Dr. Kristen Yvonne Black, summa cum laude. Dr. Jacob Blackman, summa cum laude. Dr. Blackman is the recipient of the Optometric Retina Society Award. Dr. Mark Carl Brzezinka, magna cum laude. Dr. Austin Bryan, summa cum laude. Dr. Philip Brock, magna cum laude. Dr. Lindsay K. Buckholz. Dr. Emma Claire Byers. Assisting President Reich in the awarding of Emma's diploma is Dr. Tanya Stewart, SCO class of 1998, Emma's mother. Dr. Daisy Kaylin Cannon. Dr. Cannon is the recipient of the Dr. Deborah Moy VT Low Vision Award. Dr. Kimberly Teen Twee Gao, cum laude. Dr. Catherine Nop Hun Chu. Dr. Noble Chun, cum laude. Dr. Julia Frances Clancy, magna cum laude. Dr. Richard Clark. Dr. Caton Legay Coffey, summa cum laude. Dr. Coffey is the recipient of Drs. Glenn T. Steele and L. Allen Ford's Developmental Vision Endowed Scholarship. Dr. Cameron David Kramer. Dr. Kelsey Jordan Daberco, magna cum laude. Dr. Grace Kathleen Dalton, magna cum laude. Dr. Connor Patrick Dean. Dr. Kara Ann Dage, magna cum laude. Dr. Lauren Ray Dole. Dr. Emily Megan Dunham. Dr. Sharnae Ellen Ellis, cum laude. Dr. Emily Joanne Faison. Dr. Faison is the recipient of the Dr. Alicia A. Gross Scholarship in Neurorehabilitation. Dr. Nancy Rebecca Fisher, summa cum laude. Dr. Fisher is the recipient of the Dr. James D. Sandifer Endowed Scholarship. Dr. Benjamin Friedman, cum laude. Dr. Linda Grace Gallagher. Assisting President Reich in the awarding of Grace's diploma is Dr. John Gallagher, SCO class of 1993, Grace's father. Dr. Jenna Bree Getman. Dr. Grace Frances Gillespie, magna cum laude. Assisting President Reich in the awarding of Grace's diploma is Dr. Jim Gillespie, SEO class of 1990, Grace's father. Dr. Mallory Grace Gilmer, summa cum laude. Dr. Natalia Magdalena Gorski. Dr. Zachary D. Groves, magna cum laude. Dr. Groves is the recipient of the Optometric Retina Society Award, the Burnett Endowed Award for Student Achievement in Research, and the Susan Grissom Memorial Endowed Award. Dr. Tanner Harson, summa cum laude. Dr. Paige Willett Harvey. Dr. Harvey is the recipient of the Susan Grissom Memorial Endowed Award. Also assisting President Reich in the awarding of Paige's diploma is Dr. Stephanie Willett, SCO class of 1996, Paige's mother. Dr. Morgan Jean Hymas, summa cum laude. Dr. Hymas is the recipient of the Bays Family Endowed Service Award. Dr. Patrick James Huddeman, cum laude. Dr. Zachary Colvin James, magna cum laude. Dr. James is the recipient of the Bausch and Lomb Endowed Scholarship. Dr. Madeline Jordan, cum laude. Dr. Bailey Ray Cargo, summa cum laude. Dr. Cargo is the recipient of the Southeast VT Forum Scholarship in memory of Dr. Sam Horner, Jr. Dr. Joshua Kavanaugh. Dr. Min Young Kim, summa cum laude. Dr. Donnie Rhett Kuntz, magna cum laude. Assisting President Reich in the awarding of Donnie's diploma is Dr. Cheryl Kuntz, University of Alabama Birmingham School of Optometry, class of 1990, Donnie's mother. Dr. Caitlin Jean Kuderno, magna cum laude. Dr. Emily Ann Kyle, magna cum laude. Dr. Kyle is the recipient of the Drs. Glenn T. Steele and L. Allen Forr's Developmental Vision Endowed Scholarship and the Sparrow Evans Wayman Endowed Scholarship. Dr. Creighton Ladd, summa cum laude. Dr. Kellyanne Patrice Lambert, summa cum laude. Dr. Zwin Q. Lee. Dr. Clara Evelyn Lee, cum laude. Dr. David J. Lee. Dr. Ashley Jane Lamons. Dr. Macy Lewis, summa cum laude. Dr. Lewis is the recipient of the Southwest Council of Optometry Endowed Scholarship. Dr. Christian Gerardo Lopez. Dr. Linda Liu, summa cum laude. Dr. Ghazal Mansuri, cum laude. Dr. Serena Darlene MacArthur, magna cum laude. Dr. MacArthur is the recipient of the Dr. Kevin Rogers Practice Management Award. Dr. Aideen Elizabeth McEnany. Dr. Emily Teresa Meredith. Dr. Richard Milner. Dr. Olivia Mitchell. Dr. Matthew Moe. Dr. Emily Marie Moore. Dr. Moore is the recipient of the James Bo Willis Endowed Scholarship. Dr. Caitlin Jane Moore. Dr. Moore is the recipient of the Halpern Family Endowed Award. Dr. Caitlin Michelle Mosberth. Dr. Andrew B. Murphy, magna cum laude. Dr. Murphy is the recipient of the Lucy Catherine Bone Orgain Award and the Class of 1967 Endowed Scholarship. Dr. Turner Musgrove. Dr. Todd Austin Myers, cum laude. Dr. Myers is the recipient of the Dr. Bernard L. Kahn Memorial Endowed Scholarship. Dr. Christy Home Hun Nguyen, magna cum laude. Dr. Dow Joanna On Nguyen, summa cum laude. Dr. Nguyen is the recipient of the National Vision Endowed Award, the Dr. Mohammed Rafatari Academic and Clinical Excellence Award, and the Dr. James D. Sandifer Endowed Scholarship. Dr. Laura Grace Niederbrock, summa cum laude. Dr. Niederbrock is the recipient of the National Board of Examiners Part 2 Award. Dr. Anna Kate Osborne, magna cum laude. Dr. Dylan Pankey. Assisting President Reich in the awarding of Dylan's diploma is Dr. Bobby Pankey, SCO class of 2005, Dylan's father. Dr. Emma Ruth Panning, summa cum laude. Dr. Reagan DeCure Parker, summa cum laude. Dr. Shivam Patel. Dr. Vrunda Ramesh Patel. Dr. Jessica Lynn Pearson. Dr. Pearson is the recipient of the Spivey Family Endowed Award. Dr. Brooke Elizabeth Penn, cum laude. Dr. Caitlin Elizabeth Perez, summa cum laude. Dr. Perez is the recipient of the Burnett Endowed Award for Student Achievement and Research. Dr. Tanisha Elaine Perlmutter, summa cum laude. Dr. Ashley Peterson, cum laude. Dr. Tori Nicole Pierce, summa cum laude. Dr. Pierce is the recipient of the Dr. Robert and Evelyn Henry Outstanding Clinician Award, the Burnett Endowed Award for Student Achievement and Research, the Dr. Mark A. Kranz Memorial Scholarship, and the Edelstein Endowed Scholarship. Dr. Maxwell E. Prosser. Dr. Veronica Shapira, summa cum laude. Dr. Shapira is the recipient of the Dr. Robert and Evelyn Henry Outstanding Clinician Award. Dr. Mary Lou Christina Puglisi. Assisting President Reich in the awarding of Mary Lou's diploma are Dr. Doylis Walker Puglisi, SCO class of 1986, Mary Lou's mother, and Dr. Louis Puglisi Jr., SCO class of 1985, Mary Lou's father. Dr. Peyton Nicole Rank. Dr. Samantha Rao, magna cum laude. Dr. Jessica Ann Rishling. Dr. Spencer Allen Robertson, summa cum laude. Assisting President Reich in the awarding of Spencer's diploma is Dr. Carl Robertson, Southern California College of Optometry class of 1992, Spencer's father. Dr. Amanda Roars, magna cum laude. Dr. Colin Quinn Ronzafal, magna cum laude. Dr. Jessica Scheid, summa cum laude. Dr. Scheid is the recipient of the Christine and Dr. George Ducote, class of 1940, scholarship and the Edelstein Endowed Scholarship. Dr. Jamie L. Schmatter, magna cum laude. Dr. Madison Marie Schnell, magna cum laude. Dr. Patrick Schultz, summa cum laude. Dr. Schultz is the recipient of the Dr. Robert and Evelyn Henry Outstanding Clinician Award. Dr. Connor Matthew Seligman, summa cum laude. Dr. Emily Lynn Seifer, cum laude. Dr. Maura Slade. Dr. Alexandra Marie Smith, cum laude. Dr. Smith is the recipient of the Dr. Robert and Evelyn Henry Outstanding Clinician Award. Dr. Amanda Eve Sokup. Dr. Sokup is the recipient of the Malden Family Memorial Endowed Scholarship. Dr. Hannah Starr. Dr. Ryan Albert Stewart, cum laude. Dr. Kate Nicole Stubbs, summa cum laude. Dr. Stubbs is the recipient of the Dr. Robert and Evelyn Henry Outstanding Clinician Award. Dr. Landon Sturdivant. Dr. Andrew J. Sweeter. Dr. Karen Allison Alcantara Talons, magna cum laude. Dr. Mason Smith Taylor, magna cum laude. Dr. Matthew Thurl. Dr. Tracy Lynn Tebow, cum laude. Dr. Tebow is the recipient of the Dr. Lucy Catherine Bone Orgain Award, the Drs. Glenn T. Steele and L. Allen Fors Developmental Vision Endowment, the Dr. Fred H. Mothershed Endowed Scholarship, and the Winston Family Endowed Award. Dr. Samantha Jane Thompson, summa cum laude. Dr. Thompson is the recipient of the Southwest Contact Lens Society Endowed Scholarship. Dr. Katie Doan Tenebaso, cum laude. Dr. Tenebaso is the recipient of the Lucy Catherine Bone Orgain Award and the Southwest Contact Lens Society Endowed Scholarship. Dr. Cindy Bao Quinn Tran, cum laude. Dr. Eliel Eduardo Trejo, cum laude. Dr. Alexander J. Vaughn. Dr. Nithya Reddy Vimula. Dr. Vimula is the recipient of the SECO Past President Endowed Award. Dr. Caitlin Elizabeth Walter. Dr. Shay Tomasic Wilson, cum laude. Assisting President Reich in the awarding of Shay's diploma is Dr. Bill Tomasic, SEO class of 1981, Shay's father. Dr. Marcus Lawrence Wise. Assisting President Reich in the awarding of Marcus's diploma is Dr. Valerie Wise, University of Missouri St. Louis College of Optometry, class of 1990, Marcus's mother. Dr. Mallory Elizabeth Wright, summa cum laude. Dr. Wright is the recipient of the Southern Council of Optometrists SECO Clinical Excellence Award. Dr. Caitlin Denise Yates, summa cum laude. Dr. Allie May Yingling. And Dr. Corey Zwolin, magna cum laude. Dr. Zwolin is the recipient of the National Board of Examiners Part 1 Award and the Drs. Tom and Lewis Hyde Scholarship. Please join me in recognizing the class of 2024 for its accomplishment. Will Mike Robertson please come forward? While the class of 2024 starts its new journey, we have another exciting milestone to recognize, the retirement of Mike Robertson, our Senior Director of Admissions and Enrollment Services. Mike, will you come forward as I present this dedication honoring your years of service? From the Board of Trustees of Southern College of Optometry, SEO salutes Michael N. Robertson, Senior Director of Admissions and Enrollment Services for 24 years of service to the college. Mr. Robertson's commitment to the success of SEO students led to the admissions and graduation of approximately 3,200 optometrists, including the class of 2024. His leadership was instrumental in serving as the founding member and advisor for the Spectrum Club, as well as the advisor to the Mississippi State Club. Mr. Robertson's expertise and passion for student affairs included service on the ASCO Student Affairs Committee and the ASCO Optomcast Task Force. He additionally served as liaison to ASCO for the OAT test, ensuring the highest standards in the admissions process. The impact of his contributions to students student admissions and optometric education shall serve as a testament for his exemplary dedication. The SEO community extends its deepest gratitude and best wishes to Mike Robertson as he embarks on a well-deserved retirement, knowing that his influence will continue to inspire future generations of optometrists. Mike, congratulations. Now, I would like to ask Colonel Dean Swick to the podium to conduct the military commission ceremony. Will the following graduates please come forward? For the U.S. Army, Dr. Catherine Chu, and for the U.S. Air Force, Dr. Mark Brzezinka and Dr. Tanner Harson.
I guess you guys come over here closer to me. And face the flag. You get to do three of you right there, that's good. So we're about to conduct the military commissioning oath of office for these three fine young individuals. They do the office in public like this to reaffirm their commitment to service, but also to ask you for their support. So please join me, and we're going to conduct their oath. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear. To support and defend. The Constitution of the United States of America. I take this oath freely without any reservations for purpose or evasion. I take this oath freely without any mental reservations. Or purpose for evasion. I will and faithfully discharge the duties from which I'm about to enter. The newest officers of the United States Army and Air Force.
I would like to thank everyone for attending this year's commencement ceremony. Immediately following the recessional, the class of 2024 will remain on stage for a class photo. So if you just give us a few more minutes, there will be a reception immediately following next door at the Renaissance Center's lower level. Thank you.
got it. I got it.
Different time and different location, but same music Saturday. Now, so many people that was having my life together. I don't know what this is.